The trail that we took was overgrown with brush, sharp thorns, and so we got lots and lots of pinstriping.
Oh, that was so bad.
Hey guys, welcome to the Hoodoo Hilton. It was actually built from a kit, so they assembled the pieces. These are Africanized bees, so you don't want to get stung. Uh-oh. Keep Yuki away.
We can see on the map there's a cemetery, but we think the road has been closed. So we're gonna just hike over here and see if we can find it. When each of us are gone and all that's left is a rotten headstone, so what kind of mark will we have left on the earth?
Well, Kofa's, we're finding out, is pretty huge. We've been driving the last 2.5 days, and our gas gauge is showing right above a quarter, and we're not even halfway through. We may be stuck out here. Look like it made much of a dent in the tank. Hey guys, welcome to another Explorer adventure. This is Eric and Jamie, and we're excited to be here at the beginning of season 2. And this year, we're gonna bring you along with us with a fun new activity called Trail Trivia.
So here's how it's gonna work. In each of our videos, we're gonna be doing trail trivia throughout. Keep track of your answers, and we'll reveal the right answers at the end of the video. We'll also have a bonus question, and if you want to be entered into one of our quarterly drawings, you can head over to our website at exploreadventure.com/giveaways, and if you submit your answers there, you'll get entries into the drawing.
This is an example of one of our quarterly drawings. This will be our first one. This is a Spirit Lounger chair by Alps Mountaineering.
So if you go over to our website, we'll have information about the current giveaway, as well as additional ways that you can earn entries to the giveaways.
Please be sure to subscribe and hit the notification icon so you can be looped into all of our videos when they release, because each video will have a new set of trail trivia and another way to enter you into the drawing.
All right, so now that you know how to play the game, let's get this adventure started.
Let's get on the road. Hey guys, we just made it to the Wilbanks Cabin, coming down from Kofa Cabin. We spent the night last night in between the two. And the trail that we took was pretty rocky. You could make it in a stock 4x4. The challenge is it was overgrown with brush, sharp thorns. And so we got lots and lots of pinstriping. So just be aware of that if you do take that trail coming down to Wilbanks Cabin, to just be prepared to get some scratches. We'll have to buff them out.
Oh, that was so bad.
Jamie said there's a couple that won't buff out, but I guess that's all part of the adventure. Anyway, we're here, so let's check this cabin out. Into the old Wilbanks Cabin. Can you imagine building this cabin in 1931, just out in the middle of the desert here, and bringing this really heavy cast iron stove down in here? Just quite amazing what the early pioneers went through.
The one thing that really surprised me about this cabin is how much cabinet space they have. For back in the day, I would not have expected that much cabinet space. She had quite the luxurious kitchen, I would say, for back in the day and for being out in the middle of nowhere. They had a good setup here.
Check this out. You can hear the water being sucked up or pulled up from the windmill, the pump. The wind powered energy. I love it. Hear the water in the well?
Something quite calming about the sound of the windmill pumping water constantly. The Wilbanks family came out here in 1931 to establish a cattle ranch. However, their dream soon turned into a nightmare. What was it that caused this? Was it A, the Great Depression, B, a drought, C, a fire that caused the cabin and all their belongings to burn to the ground, or D, all of the above? Okay, back on the road.
That's the way we came, right?
Yep, I think so.
We're finally in this gravelly wash, and we're able to go 25, 30 miles an hour, where before we were only crawling around 5 to 7 miles an hour. So it feels like we're speeding.
Didn't you call it gravel surfing?
Yeah.
Like gravel surfing.
We're gravel surfing right now. It's actually pretty fun riding the gravel wave. Hey guys, welcome to the Hoodoo Hilton. We just drove down the Hoodoo Wash from the last cabin, Wilbanks Cabin. We're going to check out this cabin that was built in the 1940s for cattle ranchers to come and check the fence lines. It was actually built from a kit, so they assembled the pieces, and so we're going to go inside and check it out and see how it was put together. Oh wow, this is nice. Well, nicer than the other ones, but we got some air mattresses, some cots. This outdoor wall is built on a pulley system, and you can actually pull everything up to leave the outside a screen room to be able to let in the outside air. So that's really cool.
That would be really handy on hot summer days here. You would want as much circulation in here as possible.
You would.
So there's plenty of room for beds in here. I mean, you could have a lot of beds. Look at these old westerns. Dakota, Montana, Independence, Idaho, Oregon. And don't worry, we've got some dog books just in case. It's like a separate room, but there's no windows. Tiny little kitchen area. I guess it's enough to do the trick if you're just staying overnight. It's about what you get in a hotel nowadays anyway.
No running water. So in the summer, the outdoor temperature will get up to 120 here. I wonder how many times it's hit the top. It is. It's an actual shower. Look at that. An old Sears fiberglass shower stall. These are Africanized bees, so you don't want to get stung. Uh-oh. Keep Yuki away.
This water pump is quite a bit farther away from the house than the other one. The house is way over there. And then they have a pipe buried in the ground that pipes the water over to the house.
It's important when you're out here to try and leave it better than you found it. I love the leave no trace principles and tread lightly.
Yeah. Our next stop is the Hovatter Homestead, which was established by Ray Hovatter and his family in 1951. Ray's wife, Barbara, tended to a rock and cactus garden, which included the saguaros that lined their driveway. Tragedy struck in May 1968 when a propane tank exploded and one of their daughters died. Today, only the iconic saguaros along the driveway, Barbara's rock borders, and 2 grave sites remain. So here's your next trail trivia question. What did Barbara Hovatter keep in jars in her kitchen? Was it A, spiders and scorpions, B, cactus jelly, C, coins, or D, moonshine?
Well, Kofa's, we're finding out, is pretty huge. I think it's like over 600,000 acres, and we've been driving the last 2.5 days, most of the day, and I keep looking at my map and I'm like, oh man, we haven't even covered probably half, and we got to be out in the next day and a half. And our gas gauge is showing right above a quarter, and we're not even halfway through. So I am glad that we brought gas. I just hope we brought enough. Otherwise, yeah, we may be stuck out here. But from everything I've read online, hopefully the small cans that I have will be enough. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
We can see on the map there's a cemetery, but we think the road has been closed. There's a road closed sign. So we're gonna just hike over here and see if we can find it.
We're gonna bushwhack it. Hopefully not get scratched up
Or
in the
lost.
process. We've been doing it on for a long time, but you can see footprints, so people walk back here.
Yeah, we're not the only ones looking for the cemetery, it seems.
I wonder how long this has been closed down.
Long enough that Mother Nature's starting to take back over. Yep. Oh, right over there, there's some wooden fences. Oh yeah, there it is, right there.
We found it.
We found it. It wasn't that far.
Look at these old headstones. You can't even read them. They're so old. What's that say?
Roger Garcia, 1880.
Born the 6th day of January. Died the 3rd of December, 1901.
So it's really interesting as you look around, you see these rock mounds,
Yeah.
or if it's not a rock mound, it's surrounded by rock, like this one. And so this must designate where the different people are buried. That's what you see throughout the entire cemetery, are just these little mounds or little rock circles. A lot of old headstones that are all rotted away. Yeah, that's like an old headstone.
Yep.
Made of wood. This one's really small. I wonder if it was a child or a baby.
1908 to 1910.
Oh, okay, so they were just a toddler.
Years old.
It's interesting to think about the people who lived here. I mean, clearly they had lives, people loved them, and it just kind of makes you wonder, when each of us are gone and all that's left is a rotten headstone, what are people going to say about us, or what will people remember about us? What kind of mark will we have left on the earth? And hopefully our family and loved ones can say good things about us, and we'll have fond memories and stories to pass down.
Be a brutal place to die, wouldn't it? Remote.
The homesteads are so far apart, you wouldn't go visit your neighbors. I mean, we've been driving in four-wheel drive vehicles that are built for this kind of thing. I can't even imagine riding on these roads with the types of vehicles that they used to have back in the day. It would be at least a full day's journey from homestead to homestead, if not longer.
Check out this old glass. Man, that is old. Look at how thick it is.
All right, we are heading up to see a mine. We passed several mines We haven't seen any buildings or anything, but they've all been blocked off. But these ones, apparently you can get up and see, at least get up and see closer than what we've already seen. I can see the tailings up ahead, so there's definitely was a big mining operation here. But yeah, the road's washed out right there. That's why you can't go any further, I'm sure.
Antares Mine.
Okay, let's go check it out. So yeah, I can see why the road is closed. It's all eroded right here. And you can see that there used to be a pipe. So there's this old corroded pipe that's falling apart.
Antares Mine Cabin. It's the last structure standing from the North Star Company mining camp during its gold rush days. 2,000 people lived here in 5 years.
They've even got the old curtains hanging in the windows. Wow.
The old bunks.
Yeah, look at the old bunks. Got a fireplace right there. You can see the chimney. There was a fireplace at one point that just is right there.
Kind of a cool cement patio out here with old screens. People to come out and have a cold drink and enjoy the desert.
A lot of tailings up there. This was quite the operation. Found some an old rusty lid, and it was open with one of those old-fashioned can openers where you puncture the lid open. And then this can over here got a pop-top lid.
We got a little hitchhiker. Yeah, just coming along for the ride.
Look at all that broken glass in the ground. Oh my goodness.
Blue glass, wow.
Blue glass. Look at that. That's pretty darn level. I think we found our campsite. What do you think, Yuki? Should we stay here tonight? Let's do it. Okay, well, let's set up camp.
All right, our gas tank is below a quarter. It's showing we have less than 60 miles to go, and my guess is we have probably closer to 100 to get out of here. We do have 2 of these. I'm gonna put one in right now and see if that will get us a little bit more range. Should. Look like it made much of a dent in the tank.
Has it gone up yet? Is
No.
it registered?
Hasn't registered. So we're gonna put the second tank in because, yeah, it didn't seem to really do a whole lot.
It'll be a lot easier to just put it in tonight anyway so that we don't have to stop tomorrow.
All right, we're gonna start this up and hopefully... Oh, it went up. Yeah, this time it did go up. It's at 1/3 of a tank.
Yep, and hopefully that's enough to get us out of here.
Yep. Okay, we'll find out tomorrow. Make sure you bring plenty of fuel when you're exploring Kofa.
Tonight we've got another fast, easy camping dinner. It's honey garlic chicken. So we're just gonna cook up some chicken thighs with a yummy honey garlic sauce. And then we're gonna throw some green beans at the end to finish it off. All right, look at that. The sauce is thick. The green beans are warm and tender crisp. We are ready for dinner. Put some chicken on here and some green beans. Okay, let's eat.
Wow. Bon appetit. Let's try it.
Moonlight tonight. We got to camp late, so Let's see. Have some dinner.
Oh my gosh. Amazing.
I don't think you could get better chicken even at a restaurant. It's interesting to think, like, several decades ago, there were men out here mining. Wonder what kind of meals they ate. Certainly nothing this good.
No. All right, last night we camped near the Evening Star Mine within a couple hundred yards, but we couldn't get to it because we couldn't find the road. And so this morning we're just gonna hike to it. We're just using the GPS on my Gaia maps to find it. I'm sure it's all sealed off, but we'll go check it out and see what it's like.
Oh, some on the trail. In spite of our best attempts to protect Yuki, he stood in a little spine ball and got it on his foot. So
we're gonna have to go back to camp and take it out. Poor guy.
Shoot. All right, let's head back.
First of all, take that big ball out of his foot, because if he could jab you with it.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I don't know how to get it off.
It's embedded good.
Got a big chunk. Okay, good. Yeah, danger for dogs. Okay, we got the sticker out of his paws. Now we're gonna put some ointment on it. He's just got a couple little spots there. Then down here, just a couple little spots on his paw. Oh, he's so sad. The patient's recovering well. Getting a well-deserved drink. Yeah, he's walking a little gingerly, but all in all, he's a champ. Good job.
Figure if we butter the pancakes now, we don't have to butter them and pull them out.
So what's on the menu?
We're just doing paleo pancakes, blueberry syrup and whipped cream. Lots of good buttery goodness.
I like to put a little bit of peanut butter on mine to make them stick to your ribs a little bit longer. Okay, well, let's have a bite of this goodness. Bon appetit. Big glass field over there.
Should we go over there?
They're just embedded in the ground.
That blue glass
so
is
long.
cool.
It's like art.
Oh, there's green.
Yeah, there's green over here. I wonder if this was a garbage pile, because this also is intermixed with tin cans. So there's tons of glass, tons of tin cans and old rusty corroded containers. And it's just scattered up here. But yeah, this is clearly the place where they threw away unwanted items. There's a lot of garbage here. $99.
It says 99 on it?
Mm-hmm.
$18.99. Wow.
Okay, that was like an old sardine can or something. All these cans.
We're on a nice super highway, very smooth gravel road, and so I'm more confident about our fuel situation, especially after I started the car this morning. It said that we increased our range to 105 miles, up from 60. So I'm pretty confident we'll be able to make it to Yuma.
Next, we made our way to the Castle Dome Mining Museum near the Castle Dome Mine, home to one of the largest collections of mining artifacts in the region. It includes 60-plus buildings salvaged from the desert. Over decades, the collection has grown and now includes a treasure trove of tools, equipment, and personal items, preserving the rich history of Castle Dome City. As you wander through the streets, it's like being transported back in time to the days when the West was wild and the hills were rich with minerals.
These old cowboy bones are weary from years of hanging on to honor.
Menu: cactus stew, beans, biscuits, gravy.
We'll be back for dinner. It sounds good.
Long gone, I can barely hit the saddle when the morning cold prevails, and I've left the better parts of me on my many drives and trails. My thumbs are thrashed and throbbing, and my knees have long
School's in session.
gone. They've been crushed with spans and bucking colts when the breaking needed done. But it's not that I'm complaining, Lord, or wanting to turn tail, but I hear you calling for me. I'd like one last
an old elevator.
trail. Give me one last trail. Grant me one last ride, for I hang my spurs and saddle and cross that last divide. Let me see one more sunrise, hear one more coyote wail, praying one last sundown, riding one last trail. I've been blessed, Lord, like few others, who'd love the life I choose. They spend their lives in high-rise walls on crowded avenues, but I just don't wanna hang 'em up, though my body's getting frail, and I figure I've got wind enough to ride one last trail. Give me one last trail. Grant me one last ride, for I hang my spurs and saddle and cross that last divide. Let me see one more sunrise, hear one
ceilings
more
are
coyote wail, praying one last sundown, riding one last trail. I can't count the days I've tasted, near forgot when I was born, names of ponies that I've mounted, set this road I'm riding on. Partners' names will oft escape me, and my memories fade and fail, but I remember I'm a cowboy. I'd like one last trail. Give me one last trail. Grant me one last ride, for I hang my spurs and saddle. And
That's what spins, and then I think you squeeze.
You squeeze the water out with that, yep.
Yeah.
let me see one more sunrise.
You love history and you love old mining towns. This is a lot of fun. This is really cool to see all of these artifacts. They've got a huge collection, so it's very well worth your time. So I recommend.
If you're in the area, come check this out. It's worth it. To the highway, I just saw a sign that said Yuma 30 miles, and I'm showing that we've got 51 miles left on this tank. So glad we had that extra fuel. It came in handy. We came full circle and finished our trip the way it began by camping near Kofa Canyon for our last night before heading home. This was an epic trip. Every adventurer's dream as we explored lots of old mining ruins, old homesteads, and experienced the splendor of the Arizona desert. Here's your final trivia. The King of Arizona mine was the largest gold producer in the lower Colorado Basin. The town that developed around the mine was called Kofa and had 100 residents by 1897. The mine operated until 1910 when ore values decreased so much it made it unprofitable. In addition to gold, what other mineral did the Kofa mine produce? A. Lead, B. Silver, C. Copper, or D. Manganese? Here, and there's a spot up here. Just check it out.
Oh, this is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Okay.
We pulled into camp really late tonight, and so we're doing another quick, easy dinner. I've already pre-made the meat. I've got some shredded roast beef that I had from my leftover dinner before we left. So I brought that, and I'm going to assemble it into some skillet enchiladas. All right, this smells so good. Oh yeah, that's done.
Oh, wow.
My goodness.
Wow.
Yum.
Skillet enchiladas. Wow.
Okay.
Better than any Mexican restaurant, guarantee. All right. We're ready for a bite. It's incredible. Wow.
So we're putting everything away tonight in an effort to get an early start tomorrow because we have a long drive ahead of us. We're breaking camp tonight. Tomorrow we'll just put away our tent and we'll be on the road. Are you ready for bed, Yuki? Are you going to come up into the bed? Hey, pup.
And
Boy. Make your bed, Yuki. Well, we're up before the sun's up and we're finishing up all of our last minute packing. It's been fun having you along with us. Till next time, live life to the limit.
I've been blessed, Lord, like few others who'd love the life I choose. They spend their lives in high-rise walls on crowded avenues, but I just don't want to hang 'em up, though my body's getting frail, and I figure I've got wind enough to ride one last trail. Give me